just need a sugar daddy who doesn't want to talk to me or touch me or see me at all.
And now, Cheez Wits.
I was putting my last eye on football.
Oh, football. I see.
It's a boy thing, right?
I mean, I know girls that give a shit about football. I'm not really one of them.
You're not one of them?
No.
It's all right. It's all right.
No. I'll watch the Super Bowl for the commercials.
You have cable, Jess?
Nope, I cut the cord.
Yeah, me too.
Once the bill hit $200, I was like, nope.
Yeah.
Where's your friend Chris?
That must mean you can't get a hold of him, because whenever you're mad at somebody that somebody knows that you both know, it's, hey, where's your buddy?
I'm not mad at him, but I did call you both at the same time, and he's not here. So,
well, yeah, come on, it looks like I might just be more reliable.
You think so?
No, I mean, it's possible. There are probably things that Chris is way more reliable than me on.
Let's send him a text.
Like being late. That's like a really.
he has texted us.
Oh no! What is he saying?
I'll be a little late. I have to shit.
All I can think of right now is, so when emojis first started coming out, my granddaughter, Daphne Grace, her favorite emoji was the chocolate ice cream.
That's not ice cream. I mean, I think it was supposed to be ice cream, but I think everybody's just agreed it's not.
It's a big turd.
Yep.
But that was absolutely. She had like a plush, a big poop plush.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It was her stuff. She liked that big poop.
I have a friend who says, because we're always like, oh, we promised we wouldn't talk about radio too much. And she says she enjoys our radio conversation and wishes we would talk about that more than Chris shitting.
Yeah, I think because the radio stuff is really, really interesting.
So I responded to Chris, well, there's a big surprise. And he says, it just hit me.
That means he's going to have to shower. He's covered from head to toe with shit.
I just responded, okay, we're waiting.
Yeah,
we're waiting.
We're waiting, all right.
Mm-hmm.
I have something about online dating. Something I just learned.
Do you?
Yeah, well, I'm not trying to online date.
I would think not. I think Jody would kick your ass.
Yeah, she probably would kick my ass.
By the way, hang on. He's texting again. I said we're waiting. He said, so am I.
That sounds like constipation.
But I sent him a GIF. Do you have your phone on you so you can see it?
Where is it?
Your phone?
Oh, my phone. It's in another room. Is it a turd?
No, it's from Grey's Anatomy where somebody's having a baby and Miranda Bailey's yelling, push!
Yeah, it sounds like he's got, what's that song? Anticipation. It's constipation. It's making us wait.
Apparently he needs some more fiber.
Waiting for Chris to shit. Come on, Chris. Come on. Pinch that off and let's go.
I just texted him again. Are we there yet?
Good evening.
Hello.
Oh, my Lord. My mother and father were watching Dodgeball on TV.
The movie?
Yeah, certainly not the sport. They're watching the movie. And my mother, Christopher, this is your mother calling. Like some other haggard old 80-year-old bitch is going to be calling me. And she says, your father and I were watching this movie, Dodgeball. It has Vince Vaughn and it has Ben somebody, and Ben Stiller. Yeah, Mom, yeah. Listen, your father was wondering They said something in the movie about a blumpkin. Can you tell me what that is? I said, yeah, Mom, it's a combination of blueberry and pumpkin pie is what that is. Oh, terrific. Okay.
I thought you were going to tell me. She said, is that Stiller boy a Jew?
Yeah. Is that Stiller boy? Christopher, I don't know. He looks like somebody that would eat matzo ball soup.
I think he could be a Jew. I don't know, though.
He might be.
The Jews and Catholics act together?
Wait a minute. No, Christopher, you're lying now. Tell your father about the blumpkin.
Tell your father.
Yeah.
So, guys,
So how you all?
guys notice anything different about me today?
Hold on. Let's see. You
don't have your nose ring in.
Have your tits gotten bigger?
You can't see my tits. Shut up.
Can't fault a guy for trying. God, Wally, Jesus Christ, look at your hair.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, what about Jess, though? What'd you do?
She took her nose ring out.
Oh, I didn't take it out.
Uh-oh. You got in a fight with the girl next door?
There was a pit bull related incident. A vicious pit bull attack of my nose ring. No, I'm just kidding. It was it was dog related though. Last night I was in bed and I was reading a book and my dog was sitting kind of next to my head and I sort of turned toward her at the same time she sort of turned toward me and my nose ring got caught in her collar and ripped the top part of the nose ring off.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That makes my asshole hurt.
Yeah. So there was blood. There was a lot of blood.
Now, so my dog earlier today fell off the couch. And he fell off the couch onto the stand, the table in front of the couch where I had a glass of iced coffee, which there wasn't much left in, but spilled on my laptop.
That's good.
I went, shit, God damn it, Henry. And then he takes off like I'm about to set him on fire.
Yeah.
And cower. I don't hit dogs, animals, nothing. We're not hitting them. Nothing. But he's over and he knows, man, I have fucked up big.
Yeah.
And he's over in the corner. So I come out, I wipe it up, I take the vacuum cleaner, I suck what I can out. And then he comes over to me, so docile.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Is that how she acted?
Yeah. When it first happened, I knew that, like, I didn't realize at first that the top piece. So a nose ring it's two pieces. There's the piece that goes on the inside, and then the piece that you can see sort of pops into the
It's like my foreskin. You want to see that?
No. So,
nobody needs to see your Prince Albert or whatever the fuck that's called.
I didn't realize at first that it was gone. I just was like, ow. And I covered up my face and I was like, fuck, that hurt. And she kind of backed up and looked at me. And then I pulled my hand away and realized it was covered in blood and went, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. And I jumped up and I ran into the bathroom and I'm looking and it wasn't as bad as the amount of blood made it seem. And it stopped bleeding really quickly. And then I couldn't find the piece that had popped off. I found it this morning, but too late. Now it's all scabbed over and I can't put it back in. So I have to make an appointment and see if I can get it redone.
So is it what was it? Was the blood from the pull out or the push in? That sounds wrong. Okay.
I think it was just from the fact that I think it was just
answer the question, Jess.
It was just from the nose ring being like sort of jerked around. It just sort of broke. It just re-broke the skin.
It wasn't the pushing.
It wasn't the pushing for the cushion and the pulling and the woolen.
It was my skin growed over, and when it pushed in, it broke my skin again.
Yep.
My skin done grow over.
Basically. Yep. So that was a good time.
Oh, yeah, no.
This is weird. My cat is staring at the screen and is intently staring at Jess and keeps pawing at Jess.
Really?
Because
I don't
of
know
my
why.
beauty.
He literally, he is just staring at you, Jess.
It's because of my beauty.
Yeah, this
He
one's
is
a he.
looking at you. Oh, so here's what I was going to tell you, what I learned about online dating. And I think this is going to lead to something because, Jess, I saw your eyes light up a little bit when I mentioned online dating earlier.
Because you know about my great experiences with online dating.
Chris was
Oh,
taking
you
it
have
down.
had good ones.
So I don't know anything about this online dating bullshit.
Bullshit.
But I saw something on television. I think it was, I don't even know what it was, but there's some sort of new trend where I think it's millennial, the Z group or whatever they're called, the Gen Zs. Is that the new group?
Gen Z. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, the Gen Zs.
I think there's a group that's younger than Gen Z, actually, but I don't.
Is that the X's or the lazies?
I'm Gen X.
The Gen lazies. Oh, so that's the Gen lazies that are in between the X's and the Z's of the Gen lazies.
No, between the X's and the Z's is millennials.
Where are the lazy Susans?
I don't know.
Over in the corner, I believe, holding my mother's butter tray. But go ahead.
So instead of spending so much time swiping, trying to find dates, they've come up with the Gen Zs have come up with they only swipe on Wednesdays and they make dates for Thursday.
That's not real.
It's called it's just, it's real. It's a new process. These motherfuckers are always inventing new ways to fuck up old shit. I'm telling you.
That's dumb.
Who sat down and comes up? Who thinks of this bullshit?
The whole thing is dumb. It's all dumb.
It is dumb. Though, if I ever had to have, I wouldn't be married right now. If it ever came down to technology finding me a girl or a mate or a partner or a wife, I'd be a lonely motherfucker right now. I'd have no kids. I'd have no one. I wouldn't take the time to do it.
You're basically describing my life, and I can tell you that I am not a lonely motherfucker. I love my life.
These Gen Zs, they're actually trying to turn Wednesday into hump day. That's what it is. That's what it is.
But
I would not take the time to do any of that bullshit. I like the idea of the chaos that comes with children and grandchildren and I like that chaos. I know you don't like it, but I like it. But I would have none of it because I would never fucking take the time to go around and swipe anything or look at anything. I don't care if I can't meet you out at a bar, like it should be done. Fuck it. I don't care.
But see, meeting people at bars is, I mean, they're drinking.
I met my wife at a bar.
I know. And sometimes obviously it works, but like that's not ideal either. And also I don't want to leave my house and I don't want to be where people are. And Mr. Right is not showing up in my living room. So
no, because any possibility of meeting a Mr. Right, you have to leave the house with the dog.
Exactly.
I saw your post. The joys of home selling where you have to vacuum constantly, leave the house. It's all bullshit.
The whole thing. Can I just tell you about some of the shit that has happened in showings since I put my house on the market? It's
Please.
like a fucking emotional roller coaster over here. First of all, I told you about the house that I liked, right?
Yeah.
It went under contract. They dropped the price, and 3 days later, somebody put it under contract, and I was all bummed out because I can't make an offer on it until my house is under contract. But then that house went through the inspection phase and into the financing phase, and then went back to active. It's back on the market. Huh. So there may or may not be something with the inspection. I don't know. But anyway, the number of bizarre showings, like there was one where a woman she had a baby with her. So it took her a good 5 minutes to get this child out of the car and come over to the front door where her realtor was already standing there with the door open. She takes literally one step inside the house, doesn't even look around, and says, "No, never mind, let's go."
Okay.
Did you smell your pheromones?
Maybe.
Maybe she knew there was a woman in the house.
I told my realtor that, and she said, let me, check in with her agent and see how things went. And the feedback that she got was she could tell there were dogs in the house and she doesn't like dogs. And I was like, tell her I'm taking them with me when I move out.
Keep them.
Like they don't come.
I can't look at the house. I take the dogs.
I've had
fucking dunce.
2 separate people show up 24 hours before their appointment time. Oops. And then
I had that when I was selling mine too.
And then they act confused that I'm answering my door and that my dogs are losing their mind that there's somebody at the door. The last one was like, oh, there must be some misunderstanding. We actually had an appointment to look at this house right now. And I was like, I mean, I have to approve all of the appointments, and I know that you did not have an appointment at this time. And then I look at what I've got scheduled, and I said, is it possible you scheduled it for tomorrow? And she said, nope, I'm looking right at it. It's today at 3:00. And I said, could you do me a favor and just look in the app and see? And then she looked in the app, and there it was. And then last weekend, there was one day that I had showings at 10, 11:30, 1, and then 5 or 6. So the first 3 were just enough to fuck my whole day, because every time somebody wants to come look at the house, I have to get the dogs and leave, right? 2 of those no-showed back to back. So I leave the house, go across the street, nobody shows up. And we've gotten 2 offers. And both of them were, and we had that cash offer, but he never, or the potential cash offer, he ghosted. We've got 2 actual offers. One was $35,000 below asking, and one was $40,000 below asking.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm so over this shit. But sure, let me go sweep the fucking floor again.
Yeah, these people sound fucking... They don't sound like serious buyers.
No.
They just sound like people who are trying to rape the pooch.
The one who was 40,000, the one who was 40,000 below asking said the agent emailed my realtor and said, here are the things that she's going to want to do that are the reason that we're offering so much lower than asking. And for $40,000, she was talking about replacing the windows, replacing the carpet, painting the walls, and filling in the skylight inside. That's like 12, maybe 15 grand right there. And we had already offered a credit for paint and carpet because the carpet is 10 years old and the paint is red and everybody doesn't love red paint.
How many windows do you have?
10 windows.
Yeah. Depending on what kind you put in. Yeah.
So, yeah. So the good news is there's some people came yesterday and they seem to really like the place, and I have the feeling they're going to make an offer. So hopefully, and they filled out the little feedback form my realtor sent and said they thought it was priced just right. So
there you go.
They're going to, nobody offers asking, which is fine.
No, you know who offers lower? So because I was in this business for about 20 years, the people who offer that much lower are flippers.
These were first-time home buyers.
Yeah. Well, they say that, but and they might be, but they're looking to flip the property and make 10 grand.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They're looking to come in and buy it at 20 under. 20, they're hoping they'll make an offer of 30 under. They're hoping you'll come back at 20 under. Then they'll sell it for 10 more than they bought it for.
It's interesting. Blah, blah. Both of the people who made offers, we countered, and the first one said, no, our offer was the highest we were able to go. That and the second one, which was actually even lower than the first one, said the first offer was as high as they could go. Like, that's all they were approved for. And I was like, then what the hell are you looking at my place for?
So why are they looking? So they're poor to begin with.
Yeah.
Not poor. I don't want to say they're poor.
Well, but they can't afford this place. Like, why are you looking at a place that's $40,000 above your budget if you are only approved for $40,000 less?
Well, you know what, though? That's the realtor's fault.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, it is.
That's the realtor's fault. The realtor should not be showing them places that are 30,000, 40,000 more than they have approved for. They can show them places that are 10, maybe 15. Because usually those folks can come up with another $5,000 if they can find, a happy medium somewhere.
And they could probably get approved for another $5,000 if need be.
Yeah, that's a piece of shit realtor.
Yeah.
They've got a bad realtor.
Agreed. So if anybody wants to buy my house, could you please just show up so I can go buy the house I want? Thanks. That'd be great.
Yeah. That's just they're just bullshit. They're bullshit realtors, and you need to. I don't
think I knew that you worked in real estate, though.
No, I owned rental properties, and we did some flipping. We did some buying and selling, and
I see,
and that kind of thing. Yeah. We owned. Well, we had 1, 2, 3. I think at the most, we had 5 rental houses at one time.
Oh, wow. Now,
and then we sold them all.
My next door neighbor's brother and sister-in-law asked me if I would just rent this to them. And if it wasn't for the fact that would put me on the hook for, windows, for, all of the things for 2 houses.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah,
no.
well, yeah, I mean, you could be a slumlord.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Your house is paid off, isn't it?
No.
No, you're not paid off?
No. I've only been here for 5 years.
So you just charge a couple $100 more than what your mortgage is. Could you rent it for more than your monthly mortgage?
For sure. My mortgage is half of what this place would go for in rent right now.
Oh, fuck. You should do that then, Jess. Fuck that.
But I would still have to. Well, I guess I could take a home equity loan to put the down payment on the new place.
Yeah. Yeah, because you'd have that fucking equity. You could take. Oh, fuck yeah. You should consider that.
Maybe. If this goes on too much longer, I might, because I'm tired.
Yeah, you should. Fuck, the rent on that would pay both mortgages, maybe.
I just need a sugar daddy who doesn't want to talk to me or touch me or see me at all.
Yeah, that sounds like all kinds of guys I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah, what I'd like to do is pay your rent and pay your mortgage. Mm-hmm. I never want to touch you. Mm-hmm. Don't show me your boobies.
Yep.
I'll be fine.
Deal. I'm in.
Fine.
I'm in for that.
Yesterday, my wife, my lovely, beautiful wife, was cleaning the bathroom downstairs. The bathroom I primarily use, the bathroom that's off of the kitchen. And she said to me, "The bathroom is so disgusting. There was piss down around the bottom of the toilet." And I, of course, played dumb because I'm not pissing on the toilet. Chris, you can back me up, I hope, on this.
Try me.
As I've gotten older, I find myself pissing in multi-directions.
Oh, yeah, it's a prostate issue. That's absolutely 100%.
When I start pissing, all of a sudden, I'm pissing to the right and to the left of this big fucking hole. I don't know how I made a baby. I have no idea. I can't hit this big fucking hole in the middle of the floor.
Now, first of all,
Jody, I made a baby, I don't know.
Because your wife's cooter was holding your dick in place. Okay, that's number one. Okay, but when you're trying to piss at this big bowl that's on the floor, no, you can't hit it, and you're there. You got it yanked back, and it's going to the right, it's going to the left, it's going up and down.
You aim the stream that's going to the right into the bowl, and the stream to the left is hitting the wall.
It's like a common sprinkler system in there sometimes. I mean, and Jenna the other morning, she walked in the bathroom after me, and she walked in, heard the door close, door opens, she comes back in here, she says, "What did you do in there?" And I said, "I didn't shit." I said, "No, that's not shit." I said, what are you talking about? She said, "Your piss. It's fucking everywhere. How did you get it on the shower curtain?" I said, "How the fuck do I know?"
You're putting out a fire. No, I'm telling you, I pee in there's no longer a single. Well, most of the time there's a single stream, but sometimes it's like a fucking sprinkler at a high-end condo. It's fucking everywhere. The head pops out and it just goes all over the place.
I am going to start, and I already had this idea before talking to you two bozos. I am going to start a YouTube series for husbands, a how-to series. You two will get the one on how to clean your own fucking bathroom.
Okay, I know how to
I
clean
wipe
piss
up.
up.
I have a bottle of Clorox spray. I spray
Then
the
why
toilet
did
down,
your
I
wife
wipe
have to
it.
come to you and tell you how gross your bathroom is?
I didn't find the drippings. It's like a turkey baste.
My
you
friends
don't
who
always get all the
have
dripping.
my friends who have husbands, my besties, we're always in a, we've got a group text, and one of them was talking about how at Christmas time, her husband's son and his girlfriend decided at the last minute that they wanted to come visit for Christmas. And instead of cleaning up the area where they would be staying himself, her husband waited for her to get home from work on a Sunday to do all the cleaning. So his video is going to be how to clean the house for your son when he's coming for Christmas at the last minute. My other friend got COVID, and her husband didn't find that to be a good reason to take care of their toddler at all. So he played video games and she cared for the toddler while she had COVID. So his video is going to be how to care for your own fucking child. And my other friend's husband, this is slightly less egregious. When it was her birthday, there was a specific kind of cake she likes. Well, he went to the Wegmans near them and was dismayed because they did not have the cake she wanted already made up. And so he bought individual slices of 3 or 4 different kinds of cake. So his video will be how to order a cake before the day that you need it.
How old are these men?
They're 50. 40,
Really?
40s and 50s. Yep.
Are you telling me you know a 50-year-old man that plays video games?
Right.
For
Many.
fucking real?
Many.
Well, we've all done it.
Yeah.
I played video games. I have not played.
That one's in his 40s, though, I think.
I bought a couple video games, and I have a system. I fucking sat down a couple of years ago to play a game. I didn't get through the first learning tutorial and said, fuck this. I don't want to play video games.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think he's in his 40s, actually, that one.
It's not fucking interesting at all.
Well,
to me.
apparently it's more interesting than caring for your own child while your wife is sick in bed.
Yeah, that's. I don't want to comment on somebody else's husband because
I do.
Who knows the dynamic?
They all knew that. I said to them in our group text, I said, "Do any of you happen to listen to my podcast where your husbands can hear?" And they all said no. And I said, "Okay, I'm going to be talking about them. Thanks. Have a great day."
I have
Take
something
care,
else. I have an audio piece to share.
Okay.
Now, have you guys at all seen this new hatred or the perhaps canceling of Aretha Franklin's Natural Woman?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's a group of transgender men to women, transgender
Jesus
women
Christ, here we go.
who are and I think they're from Australia. I think this group emanates from Australia, but their feelings are all bruised because the song written by not by Aretha Franklin, but sung and made famous by Aretha Franklin, but written by Carole King, right? Mm-hmm. I think is causing them consternation because it's not the right representation of what a woman is. The song "Natural Woman."
I feel like you can get mad about that song if that song was released today, but since that song's been out for 50 years.
Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. So just in case, if people don't know this song, here's a quick piece of it. So they're all bent about that, right?
God, the quality of that. Did you pull that off of LimeWire or something?
I don't know where I got it from.
Jesus Christ almighty. Sounds like you pulled it off of what was that fucking Napster in fucking 1997.
So
holy shit.
Wait, you're hearing it through my microphone with it next to a speaker.
Ah, okay.
So here is the version that they have that may be more appropriate for them. you hear that at all?
Did that say transgender woman?
It did.
Jesus Christ.
It did. There is my contribution, my transgender woman song. Oh, I lost you. There you are. Yeah. So there was my little piece of editing for this week. And I got to tell you, I haven't edited in so long. It took me at least 15 minutes to do that because I'd forgotten how to use the system.
Wow.
Yeah, I was fumbling quite a bit with it, getting to it. May not have been as funny as I'd hoped it would be, but I thought I sang pretty good there.
It was hard to hear. That's all. It was a little.
Oh,
it was
is it hard
muffled.
to
It was
hear?
muffled. It was like.
I will
It was like.
stand-
It was like you were on a mic like this, and you said.
Well, maybe, you know what, maybe is it better to hear? Can you hear it better when I don't have the mic near it?
I can hear it now. What? Where'd it
Does
go?
it still sound the same?
Well, we couldn't hear the part where you did your.
No, I cut it off. I didn't figure you need to hear it again. I just wanted to know if you could hear it any better without the mic on top of the
Well, that
speaker.
part sounded fine the whole time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so I don't really have to move the mic. You can hear it just fine without me moving the mic.
Yeah. It's feeding
Oh,
through your
so-
computer, probably.
The fault, yeah, probably. So the fault is me moving the mic over there. Oh.
Maybe.
Oh, so I should replay it when maybe next week. I was so hopeful that would have a little something to it, but
Well,
it doesn't.
you win some, you lose some.
I spend a lot of time, criticizing shit and people. I spent so much time looking for assholes. I have discovered that I relish finding dickheads.
Why?
I just do. It's the dickheads of life because they just ruin it for everybody. They ruin fucking just in general. It's like the fuckers who come to your house a day early and pretend they don't know.
See, I don't have to look
They're
for
just-
assholes. They're ringing my doorbell.
Yeah, I know. That's it for you. The dickhead just comes to your house. Oh, well, last week, after Chris had signed off last week when he had signed off, you had the big door knock with somebody a day early.
No, that was the week
Last
before
time.
when Chris didn't show up.
Oh, was that the week before
That
when
was the
Chris
week
didn't show
before
up?
when Chris didn't show up. Yeah.
Is that the week I had the shits?
I thought it was last week.
I think that's the week you went to sleep. You took a nap.
Oh, I slept through the show. Yeah.
The week you had the
Yeah.
shits, as if there was one.
And you know what?
Listen
So I
to
just
him.
get back from Alabama, and now I've got this kennel cough from the airplane.
Did you
know,
say
it's-
kennel cough?
Yes, it's basically what it is. Being surrounded by 180 people, you don't know where the fuck they've been.
Yeah.
And
Man,
all
I
of a
was
sudden,
so hoping that you would have an incident on the plane, not you, but you'd be able to use your phone to put somebody on Facebook or the TikTok or the whatever the other ones are. What are the other ones that people use?
Instagram.
Instagram.
nothing happened. The plane ride was great. Listen, the plane ride down was great. The only problem that I had was I had 30 minutes between flights, and I went into Atlanta. The plane landed 10 minutes late, and I was at gate A1 landing, and the connecting flight from Atlanta to Birmingham was at gate like Zorbach 88.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever had a layover in Atlanta where the gates were near each other. Ever.
No,
I had
it's the
a-
same goddamn airline. I don't understand why.
That's what
I had
doesn't
a
make any
layover
sense.
like that in Houston one time. And let me tell you what, have you ever, Jess, you've probably flown into Houston.
Yeah, it's been a while. I know
Houston
that
sucks.
it's not as you know what sucks is DFW.
Is it bad? I've
DFW,
not
you have to
flown
take
there.
a train. They not only do they not put your gate next to each other, you have to take a train.
Houston sucks because I feel like when I was in Houston, I felt like I was going to get shot between gates. It just felt like I was in the wrong fucking place at the wrong time, and it didn't matter. I felt like the TSA people wanted to shoot me.
I think that's true. in
Going
every
through TSA,
airline.
first of all, is an
Airport.
algebraic equation at this point. Okay,
Yeah.
trying to figure
Yes.
out whether you're supposed to pull out your laptop, don't pull out your laptop. Take off your shoes, don't take off your shoes. Take off your belt, don't take off your belt. Fuck your mother. I have no idea what you're supposed to do when you're going through, because everybody changes it at every single different airport. There's always something different.
That's why I got TSA pre-check. You don't have to do any of that shit.
The pre-check line's longer than the regular fucking line because everybody's got pre-check now.
Actually, I think what happens is they started they give it to people randomly to try, and so they put people in that line that have no idea that you don't have to take off your shoes or take your laptop out, and so then they get in there and they hold everything up. That's why that line gets long.
There's another thing going on though when you go through airlines and the TSA.
Yeah.
The profiling part. They so don't want to appear like they're profiling that they profile.
Yeah.
That we don't want to look like we're only looking at people who look like they're of Middle Eastern descent. So all you redheaded, blonde, white-haired, blue-eyed folk, get over here so we can feel you up.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't want the appearance of profiling. But come on.
So I took a microphone with me.
That's exactly
okay. I got the microphone, and the microphone's got the little nub that attaches to the microphone stand, right?
Right.
Well, when that nub is down on an RE-27, it looks like a what? A gun. Okay.
A big dick?
Oh no.
So they looked at it and they gave me the pat down. And as the guy gets to my nuts, I said, normally I pay extra for this. And he hurried up. Go figure. But so the plane lands though. Okay. The plane lands. We're in Atlanta. And you can always tell when the plane is from Baltimore, when I'm not going out of Washington National or going out of Dulles. You can always tell because you get off the airplane, people have to take a piss, right? And from D.C., Dulles, everybody's just in there, minding their own business. Plane from Baltimore, guys like, I'm sorry, I got to pee so bad, I drank a whole bottle of water there on that airplane. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, I know. Would you please pass a jelly? I mean, for fuck's sake.
Wow.
Yeah. I was on that there flying machine and I drank me a water in a bottle. Oh, Lord.
Man, would you please pass the Polander all fruit?
I actually have not flown in several years now. My wife flies. She's the flyer. She's done quite a bit of flying. I have not flown probably in 10 years. No, that's not true. I haven't flown in about 4 years. The last place I flew into, I think, was Salt Lake City, which is one of the most. It's one of the most astounding looks as you fly into the airport, because it's just mountains. It's just beautiful. It was very. I think it was Salt Lake. It was just beautiful. It's a beautiful landing. The scariest ever. I think I've told you, Jess. Ithaca. Ithaca's fucking scary.
Yeah, because that's just a little teeny tiny puddle jumper airport.
And there's a crosswind there that'll knock you on your ass.
Because of the lake, yeah.
It knocks planes out of the sky.
Yeah.
It's a
lake effect
crosswind.
Airplanes.
Yeah, it's a scary, scary motherfucking place to fly into. Absolutely. So, Chris, what's up with your new gig?
Really not much to say. I was in Alabama training last week, and I shouldn't say much because the old gig doesn't know I have a new gig yet. I'm actually balancing both.
Wow.
But, look, it was great. It wasn't much to it last week, and I had good Alabama barbecue twice. So it was a good thing. And I got to tell you.
Is there good Alabama barbecue?
What's good Alabama barbecue?
It really anything beats Maryland barbecue, where I believe it's just fucking manwich up here. But
I'm just saying, Alabama's not really known for its barbecue.
Well, there's a place called Blue Moon Barbecue down there, which is it was in some top 10 list of restaurants. And I also had a home cooked barbecue.
For some people, McDonald's is a top 10 restaurant.
Well, people in this country think Taco Bell's the number one Mexican restaurant. So.
You know what? When I lived in Wichita, Kansas, they do those best ofs in the local newspaper or whatever.
Oh yeah.
The people who read the Wichita Eagle, I think, they voted pizza alternate years, Pizza Hut or Papa John's Best pizza.
Fucking not a chance.
The poor people, they have no idea. They don't know. They don't know.
The best food, at least in my experience of driving across now, I've driven from coast to coast 8 times. The best food always is at some fucking no-name,
for sure,
fallen down, half fucking broken window place. It just always is.
Oh, I'm not going to disagree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's good food in places like that. But the thing in Alabama that I found out, which I've never seen this one before, was they tend to eat their barbecue over baked potatoes. You ever seen that?
No.
Yeah, I mean, at home and at this restaurant, they would sell baked potatoes with different styles of barbecue on top of it. I'm like, the fuck is this?
I would probably try that. I mean, it feels like maybe they're trying to do like what Cincinnati does with chili and serve it over spaghetti.
Hey, I love that. That's
I've done that, but I don't dig it.
Why? Like potato is just no flavor, so it's just your. It wouldn't be bad.
I might try it with a sweet potato.
Potatoes have flavor. That's like saying water doesn't have flavor.
Oh, fuck. We were out the other night. We went out. Water does have flavor for sure.
You're goddamn right it does.
We were out the other night. We were out last week, Jody and I. We went to a trivia night at a pizza joint, at a gourmet pizza joint. And they had city water. I just could not drink it. It tasted like drinking pool water. It was
Jesus.
So chlorinated, so fucking gross. And sometimes, so the waters that I've experienced, at least in city water, is that chlorinated taste, or the taste that it tastes like it's like a pond smells. It's like green, like algae. Mm-hmm. That taste. That water has taste. What are you talking about?
No, some people will say water has no taste. Water tastes like nothing.
Jess just said water tastes like nothing.
No, it doesn't.
You're crazy.
Water's got a taste.
Okay.
Water has an absolute taste. That's why we buy a bottled water.
And what does bottled water taste like? Nothing.
Clean and crisp.
No, bottled water has
nothing.
a flavor.
It absolutely has a flavor.
It tastes like water is what it tastes like.
Yeah, the bottled water tastes different than our tap water. Our tap water actually tastes very good at our house.
Yeah, well, tell you what, drink some water. I'll pee in your mouth next. Tell me which one has flavor. Okay, because I got to tell you, they both do. God, that bottled water is so much better.
The peeing in the mouth thing, that sounds like something maybe you need to get on OnlyFans with or something.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I'd be the only
I
fan.
think you're in a different place.
Yeah.
I think you took a turn somewhere. You took a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
That
as
is,
Bud
well,
would say.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Speaking of OnlyFans, how about this?
Shit.
Wally's got an OnlyFans.
Yeah, I do. I told you I was going to show you what is that thing called? Prince Al? No, I do not have any of that shit. No, there's this woman in Florida. I was reading about this woman in Florida who has been banned from volunteering at her child's school. She's like 33 or 34 or something like that. So her kid's probably a 7 or 8 year old, in that range. She has an OnlyFans page. She's suing the school system because the principal told her she can no longer volunteer at school or be on school grounds near children while school's in session or extracurricular because of her OnlyFans page, because the school, someone found her pictures on OnlyFans and they're very sexually explicit, I guess. And then someone passed them around amongst the teachers and then the school board, and the school board said she can't be there anymore.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Because she's showing her coochie on the OnlyFans.
People who are not allowed on school grounds are criminals. She's not a criminal.
Well,
being sexy is not a crime. I know because I live it every day.
But here's the thing. Here's my little take. I don't think she's a criminal. I don't think they should be banning her for nothing. But she's suing because they've hurt her lifestyle by showing her pictures. What the fuck are you talking about, honey?
Well, if she's charging money to see them and then they're just sharing them for free, then they're taking away income from her.
I think they shared them out of concern. They're not monetizing them.
Sure, out of
There's a difference.
concern.
There's definitely a difference between monetizing.
No,
them.
she monetizes them by having an OnlyFans, and they are
Right.
sharing them for free, which means they are taking money out of her pocket.
They're questioning her moral whatever her moral makeup is.
Whatever.
I don't agree with it. But what I'm wondering is, how do you sue somebody by saying, you've hurt me by showing my pictures?
Because you've hurt me by taking something that I charge money for and giving it away for free.
They didn't give it away, though, Jess. All they did was said, hey,
they
school
give it
board.
to each other.
They showed it to each other. They said, hey, school board, look at here. And OnlyFans doesn't ban that action. You can't monetize it. You can't do it like you can do like when you watch baseball, you hit the whatever the descriptions and whatever of this broadcast cannot be shared or re-inseminated, redistributed. It can't be.
That's Freudian.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, so I don't understand. I guess my point is, if you're taking your shit off and you expect that no one's ever going to see the shit you're doing, you're fucking stupid.
She didn't. I don't think she expected no one would see it. I think she said, I'm doing this to make money. So if you are taking what I'm doing and charging you for, which means, first of all, somebody who is so concerned paid money to find those pictures.
Or somebody was paying money and they was surprised to find out, hey.
I'm pretty sure I don't know exactly how OnlyFans works, but I'm pretty sure pretty sure you have to subscribe to an individual's thing. So you can't just have an
correct.
OnlyFans membership and randomly see everybody who's on there.
Let's go to the pervert. Chris, how does this work?
What you have to do is actually go to onlyfans.com and then you sign in with your Google. And once you're in, you can then subscribe to really anything in the world you'd want to see, whether you'd want to see shaved cooters, hairy cooters, all cooters, no cooters. There's a page for everybody. Golden showers, no showers. It doesn't matter. You can have whatever you want to on the OnlyFans.
But you have to subscribe to each individual person's
That's correct.
Pictures or whatever it is they're offering.
And you can't. You don't pay with money. You have to buy credits, and then you pay with credits.
Oh, that seems weird.
So, yeah, it's a little odd.
But what that tells me though is that somebody who started this whole mess with the school board and the teachers paid money to see her pictures.
Right.
And then was like, oh, the horror, I am paying to see this, but she's doing the thing. Let's let everybody know and share that for free.
Or maybe they found someone said, hey, she's on OnlyFans. They said, oh, I'm going to find out about this bullshit. I don't. But how is that different from going to the Louvre, taking pictures of the Mona Lisa and sharing those pictures with friends?
I'm pretty sure that they don't let you take pictures at the Louvre.
Well, wherever, the Boston Museum of Fine Arts. For exactly
that. No, at any of those, for exactly that reason.
I take pictures there. I've taken pictures at the Boston Science Museum in the aquarium.
Well, the aquarium.
Well, you're not going to go sell pictures of a fish on OnlyFans, are you? And I've taken pictures
of penguins fucking.
We'll be right back. Good God Almighty! I've taken pictures of penguins.
Penguins fucking. Yeah, because when you walk into the New England Aquarium,
when you walk into the penguin's bedroom, sometimes you see them fuck. That's what happens.
The aquarium's gonna sue you because they charge extra to see that.
Oh yeah. So Wally walks in there and he's got fucking.
I was horrified because I was with my 6-year-old granddaughter, and what are the penguins doing?
The penguins are fucking.
They're
and what's Wally
dancing.
do? Wally
They're
goes
dancing.
Wally says, Gail, I need your help. Gail, what are they doing, Gail?
Whenever I see anything like that, I'm always reminded of the movie Ferris Bueller. Not Ferris Bueller. I'm sorry. The one with Tom Cruise, where he's a college student making the money.
Risky business.
Oh, risky. Was it risky
business? Yeah. And there's a part in that where the police, it's like him daydreaming. The police are outside saying, whatever his name is, get off the babysitter. That's all I can think of when I think of that kind of shit. There's a whole group of people outside going, get off the babysitter, get off the penguin. I just can't think of anything other. So yeah, I'm there with my 6-year-old and granddaughter. And, what are they doing? The penguin? Oh, they're fucking. They're procreating.
And while you're explaining that to her, you're like, let me take a picture of these penguins fucking so that I can remember this forever and ever.
You don't even realize it. I'm taking a picture over here, then you just swing the camera over. And you're like, what the what? There's porn going. OnlyFans penguins. That might be a new revenue stream for the New England Aquarium. I should let them know.
Yeah,
Wally
should.
Bruce, pornographer.
You should let them know.
They should get them an OnlyFans page for the penguins, just in case someone might be into it. Someone might be into penguins. Who knows?
Penguinography.
Yes. So I don't know. I don't know what I feel about that. I mean, that woman should not be banned from anything. It's her.
No, she's
choice, right?
not doing anything illegal. She's not showing any of that to children. So there's no reason that they get an opinion on it at all.
No, they well, I think they have an opinion. I don't think they should be able to act.
They don't get an opinion
on it. Of course, they get an opinion.
No, they don't get an opinion.
They get an opinion.
They can have the opinion, but they get to keep it to themselves.
Hey, listen, I have an opinion that getting a nose ring is not a good idea because a dog might make you bleed.
Well, you can keep that to yourself. I'm getting that shit put back in.
Do you have did your hole get bigger?
I don't think so. No, I think all of my holes are still the same size that they were a week ago.
So it just ripped it out. That's all it gets caught and just ripped it out and just
the top part. The top part came out and the inside part was still there. Yeah, it's a little sore. The inside part was still there, but since I couldn't find the top, I took it out, and then I found the top this morning, and then I couldn't put it back. So, could theoretically, if you had have taken like a big deep breath in because it was painful, and you could have sucked that fucking thing up into your. I actually had considered, because the post from the inside was still in there, and for just a second I was like, well, maybe I'll just leave it in so that the hole doesn't close up, and then in the morning I'll try again to find the top piece. But then I had this image in my head that while I was snoring, I would suck that back down my throat and swallow it, so I took it out. Hello?
Well, yeah, we're watching. I'm sorry. My grandson Dagan was saying goodbye.
Oh, bye, Dagan.
He was telling me that there's big problems in that game. Big problems. You know how hard it is for me to tear myself away from wanting to watch this game? Very hard.
You'll be fine.
Because I made snacks. And I'm not eating those snacks.
You could eat snacks.
No, I'm not.
Chris was shoving crackers into his pie hole last week in the middle of the thing. Was it last week or the week before?
And you heard what it sounded like.
Whenever it was. Yeah.
It sounded terrible.
Yeah.
It sounded very loud and crunchy.
Well, I'll tell you what. How about we wrap up now? I think we're at a point where we can do that. And you can go eat your snacks, Wally.
Yeah, but what is Chris eating that's crunchy? Who is Chris eating that's crunchy?
Oh.
Chris?
I guess he's left us already. And with that...
God damn it, I gave you a good line and I was on mute. Suck my dick.